Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video from mathematics subject, linear equations topic we are going to discuss. So in our previous video we have learned the basics children about variable we have already discussed, about constant, about expression. So what are numerical expressions, what are algebraic expressions, what is a mathematical sentence, what is a mathematical statement, like their examples, and up to open sentence. Up to open sentence we have discussed already. Let's check open sentence once again. So here children, open sentence. Open sentence means a mathematical statement which cannot be judged. Which cannot be judged to be true or false. Just by seeing the equation, we cannot tell whether it is true or whether it is false. If we are not able to identify its nature, true or false exactly, then that kind of mathematical statement is known as open sentence. So normally, the equations containing the variables will be considered as open sentences. So x plus 2 equal to 7, this is an open sentence. So when we substitute 5 in the place of x, then it will become 5 plus 2 equal to 7, which will be true. But when we substitute any other value other than 5, suppose if we substitute minus 5 plus 2 equal to 7, is it true children? Minus 5 plus 2 how much? Minus 3 equal to 7. It's wrong. It's false. So for some values it will be true, for some other values it will be false. That kind of mathematical statements are considered as open sentences. So n plus 2 less than 7. So this is another open sentence. If we substitute 1, it will be true. If we substitute 2, 3, 4, 5, means up to 5, or the values less than 5. For values less than 5 or 0, minus 1, for these values, for values less than 5, in the place of n, the inequation is true. It's a true statement. But if we substitute any value greater than 5, like 6 plus 2 is 8, which is not less than 7. If we substitute any other value 5 or greater than 5, then we will get a false statement. So this inequation also an example of open sentence. Next children, what is equation? Already we have told what is the equation. Once again, let's repeat it. Equation means it's a sentence in which there is an equality sign between two algebraic expressions. Or between one algebraic expression and another numerical expression. Between two expressions. The two expressions may be algebraic, or two expressions may be numerical, or one may be algebraic, one may be numerical. In that case, if two expressions are combined with equality sign, then this total combination will be considered as an equation. This equality relation is considered as an equation. So this 4x plus 5 equal to 2, it's an equation. 2x plus 3 equal to 7, another equation. X by 2 plus 7 equal to 1 is another equation. These are all equations. And again we have linear equation. In equations we have one kind called linear equation. Means linear. Linear means the equation in which highest index or power or degree of the unknown. Unknown is nothing but variable. Here unknown is nothing but variable. A highest power index exponent of the variable present is 1, then it is called linear equation. Suppose if you see this equation, 3x minus 5 equal to 7. In this equation, what is the unknown value? X is the unknown value. What is the power of unknown value? 1. There is no power means we can assume that there is 1. X power 1. So, highest power in this equality out of all unknown quantities is 1. So, that's why it is called linear equation. Linear equation. So, here also x plus y equal to 2. Unknown quantities. X is unknown quantity, y is unknown quantity. But x power is 1, y power is 1, highest power is 0. So, in this also, 5x plus y equal to 9. 5x to the power of 1, y to the power of 1 equal to 9. Unknown quantities x, y, highest power 1. So, these are all examples of linear equations. So, linear equation is a kind of equation. So, these are all examples of linear equations. So, here in equation, just now we have told two algebraic expressions combined by equality sign is called as an equation. Means the equation is having two parts separated by the sign of equality. To the sign of equality, there we have one part, this side on the left hand side. On right hand side we have another part. So these two parts are called members of the equation or sides of the equation. Members of the equation or sides of the equation. And they are distinguished as LHS part, RHS part. LHS means left hand side part, right hand side part. Like that. Equation will be having LHS and RHS as it is a equation. LHS equal to RHS. Next, transposition. So, any term of an equation may be taken to the other side, means from left hand side to right hand side, or from right hand side to left hand side to the other side with its sign changed. So, whenever we are taking like that, it is called transposition. Whenever we are taking any term to the other side of the equation, other part of the equation, then for the term sign to be changed. Sign to be changed. So, when we will make use of this transposition means, while solving the equations to find unknown values, we have to follow this transposition method. Suppose if I want to solve x plus 2 equal to 6, first we have to isolate x. We have to isolate x. Means this plus 2 term to be eliminated or plus 2 term to be taken to the right hand side. So when we are doing transposition or when we are transposing plus 2 to RHS, this plus 2 will become minus 2. So x equal to 6 minus 4 6 minus 2 equal to 4 is the answer. So this is called transposition. Next. So next we have one more method called cross multiplication. Suppose if the equality is such that a by b equal to c by d. If it is like this, a by b equal to c by d. So then what we can do means, as we have both fractions on the both parts of both sides of equation, we can do cross multiplication. Means first part numerator into second part denominator, a into d. It will come on left hand side. Second side numerator into first side denominator. That product will come on right hand side. So AD, BC. AD equal to BC. So this is called cross multiplication. This process is called cross multiplication. While simplifying the equations, we can follow this method, cross multiplication. Next here, we have linear equation in one variable. So linear equation, but it is defined in only one variable. So linear equation means already we have told in that equation, if the highest power is 1 for all the, if you compare all the unknown quantities, then it is called linear equation. But in that, if you have only one unknown value, then that equation is called linear equation in one variable. So normally, the equations which are in the form of ax plus b equal to 0, ax plus b equal to 0, means here a is a numerical coefficient. We have taken a here, but a denotes numerical coefficient. Here x is unknown quantity. So ax is x term. We have only one unknown term, unknown value x, b, another numerical term equal to 0. So this ax plus b equal to 0 is an equation, linear equation in one variable. Example for this equation. We have one x term, we have one constant term, right side we have 0. Or ax equal to 0, only x term on the left hand side and constant on the right hand side. This is also an example of linear equation in one variable. But the thing is, if a equals to 0, then 0 into x will become 0. There will be no x term. There will be no unknown quantity. Here also, if a is 0, 0 into x 0, c equal to 0 will become. There will be no x term. So, these two equations are examples of linear equations in one variable. But one condition applies here, that is a should not be equal to 0. A never should be equal to 0. So a not equal to 0. That is the condition here. And remaining this a, b, c, a, b, c all can be rational numbers. They all can be rational numbers. They all can be any rational numbers. So 3x plus 4 equal to 0, 2x minus 7 equal to 0, 9x equal to 2. These are all examples of linear equations in one variable. Next one. Next one. So rules for solving a linear equation. So the equality of linear equation is not changed during the following cases, children. So whenever we are going to solve one linear equation, we have to keep some things in mind. So that is, the same number is added to both sides of equation. If we add same number on both sides of equation, so then its equality will not be changed. 1 minute. Suppose we have x minus 2 equal to 7. For solving this, we have to isolate the unknown quantity first. So for that, this minus 2 we have to remove. For removing minus 2, what we can do, we can add plus 2 here on the left hand side. Without changing the equality, we can add plus 2 on the right hand side. So same number can be added on the both sides of equation so that equality does not changes. Now minus 2 plus 2 cancel, x equal to 9. X equal to 9, we will get the answer. So that is one thing. So not only addition, the same number can be subtracted from both sides. Suppose if we have x plus 2 equal to 7, we have to find x value. Then plus 2 to be removed. So instead of transposition, we can send plus 2 that side. It's easy method. But instead of that, what we can do, x plus 2 is there. Minus 2 we can subtract from left hand side. 2 we can subtract from right hand side. In that case also, equality does not changes. Plus 2 minus 2 cancel. X equal to 7 minus 2, 5. Next, both sides of equation are multiplied by the same non-zero number. Be careful, children, here. While multiplying, we have to multiply with a non-zero number. Suppose if we have x by 2, we have to isolate x, means this by 2 to be removed. X by 2 equal to 7. For removing by 2, we can multiply with 2 on both sides. So that 2 gets cancelled, x equal to 14. But this number with what we are going to multiply, it should be a non-zero number. Because if we multiply with 0, left hand side total expression will be 0. There will be no unknown quantity and we cannot solve unknown quantity value. Or both sides of equation can be divided by the same non-zero number. Suppose if you have 2x equal to 7, then what we can do? 2x by 2, 7 by 2. We can divide. 2 gets cancelled. X equal to 7 by 2. So these things we have to keep in mind, children. So while solving a linear equation, same number can be added, same number can be subtracted, same number can be multiplied, same number can be divided. But while multiplying and while dividing, the same number should be non-zero number. Same number should be non-zero number. Next, solution of the equation. So here, equation means the algebraic expression with an equality sign involving variables. Suppose like 5x minus 6 equal 24. This is an equation where x is the variable. We have to solve the equation, means indirectly we have to find the value of x. We have to find the value of x. So, but in the equation, the LHS part and RHS part are always equal. LHS, RHS are always equal. This equality, but it will happen only for certain values of variable, not for all values of variable. Only for some values of variable, this LHS part will be equal to RHS part. And that values which makes LHS equal to RHS or which satisfies the given equation, they are called solutions of the equation. They are called solutions of the equation. Suppose in the equation 5x minus 6 equal 24. Here 5x minus 6 is called LHS, 24 is called RHS. Here the two sides of equation are balanced. LHS equal to RHS, that we have to assume, and we have to perform some mathematical operations so that the balance, the equality does not get disturbed, and through that we have to find the solution. So we have 5x minus 6 equal 24. Just now we have learned some rules. We have to isolate x first, but we have minus 6 here. To remove minus 6 or to eliminate minus 6, we can add plus 6 on both sides without changing the equality. So plus 6 minus 6 cancel, 24 plus 6, 30. And again still 5x is there. To remove 5, we can divide with 5. 5x by 5 equal to 30 by 5. We can divide with the same number. 5 gets cancelled. 5 6 times 30. X equal to 6. X equal to 6. So like this we have got the value. Let's see some examples here. So find the solution of 5x minus 7 equal to 13. Same method. X to be isolated. This minus 7 to be removed first. Plus 7. We can add plus 7 on both sides. Minus 7 plus 7 cancel. 5x equal to 13 plus 7 equal to 20. Again 5 to be eliminated. We can divide with 5 on both sides without disturbing the balancing or equality. 5 gets cancelled. 5 4 times 20. X equal to 4 is the answer. Next. Or method 2. In method 2, what we can do? This is method 1. same number we have added, with same number we have divided. In method 2, by using transposition method, minus 7 we can take to RHS side, it will become plus 7. So 5x equal to 13 plus 7, 20. Next, 5 comes towards right hand side, it is multiplying here, it will divide, x equal to 20 by 5, x equal to 4. X equal to 4 is the required solution. So, in mathematics, children, whichever method you find easy, if you feel easy, or you are comfortable with which method, with that method you can solve. There is no compulsion that you have to follow only one method. In any one method, you can solve the equation. Next, children, solve 15 by 4 minus 7x equal to 9. So first, let's do with transposition method. 15 by 4 taken to the right hand side. So here minus 7x will remain. So minus 7x equal to 9 minus 15 by 4. So if you take LCM, 4 9 times 36 minus 15, 21. After simplification, this will become 21 by 4. Minus 7x equal to 21 by 4. So next, let's divide with minus 7 on both sides. Minus 7 on both sides. So minus 7x, here 7 should be there. Minus 7 gets cancelled. X equal to 21 by 4 into minus 7. 7 3 times 21. But minus always to be kept to the numerator. So minus 3 by 4 is the answer. If you want to check, we can cross check it. We can substitute in the place of LHS. 15 by 4 minus 7 into minus 3 by 4. In the place of x, we are keeping the value 4, 4. LCM is 4. Here we have 15. Here minus into minus plus 7 3 times 21. 15 plus 21, 36 by 4. 4 9s are 36, which is equal to RHS. So our answer is correct. Another example, children. Sum of two numbers is 54. One of the number is 8 more than the other. What are the numbers? So one number is 8 more than the other. Let the smaller number be x. Let one number be x. Then what about other number? 8 more than first number, x plus 8. But the sum of these two, sum of x and x plus 8 is 54. X and x plus 8 is 54. So x plus 8 equal to 54. 2x plus 8 equal to 54. 2x equal to 54 minus 8. X equal to 46 by 2. X equal to 23. So smaller number is 23. Because smaller number we assumed it as x, it is 23. Larger number is x plus 8. 23 plus 8, that equal to 31. Next one, example 4. If 1 by 2 is subtracted from a number and the difference is multiplied by 4, the result is 5. 1 by 2 is subtracted from a number. That number we don't know, we can assume it as x. So 1 by 2 is subtracted from it, that is x minus 1 by 2. Subtracted means this total expression will be called as difference, and this difference is multiplied by 4. This difference is multiplied by 4, then the result is equal to 5. Means this is equal to 5, this product equal to 5. Now we have to find x. Let's multiply with 4. 4 into x, 4x. 4 into 1 by 2, 4 by 2 equal to 5. 2 times 4. 4x minus 2 equal to 5. Or 4x equal to minus 2 will go this side. It will become 5 plus 2 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. 4x equal to 7. Next, x equal to 4 comes towards right hand side. It will become by 4. So x equal to 7 by 4 is the answer. Another example, children. The present age of Srinidhi's mother is 3 times the present age of Srinidhi. So present age. Srinidhi's mother age is 3 times of present age of Srinidhi. Mother age comparing with Srinidhi age. So that's why we have to assume Srinidhi age as X. Then her mother's age will be 3 times of Srinidhi means 3x. Then sum will be 4x. This is present, in present situation. So after 5 years, their ages will add to 66 years. But after 5 years, Srinidhi age will become x plus 5. Mother's age will become 3x plus 5. If we add both, their sum of ages will be x plus 3x, 4x, 5 plus 5, 10. 4x plus 10, which is equal to 66. 4x plus 10 equal to 66. So then 4x equal to 66 minus 10, which is equal to 56. X equal to 56 by 4, that is equal to 14. So Srinidhi age is x, that is 14. Mother's age is 3x, means 14 into 3, that is equal to 42 years. That's all for today, children. So remaining topics we can learn in our next video. So thank you for watching our video, children. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. You can visit our website, children, www.aimstoday.in, for information regarding previous online classes, quizzes, worksheets, activities, English classes, coding skills. Thank you, children. Have a good day.